Hi, welcome back to Shirai. I'm sorry to be a little bit too emotional, but I hope you understand of the emotional distress and tremendous heartache over what happened to my son. There is more. Last time I seen my son alive was April 18, 2008 when I visited him. That's when I found out all the truth. He had indicated to me that I love you, Mom, but don't come back here. Whatever happened to me, don't come back here. He said that he told me the ethnic group who targeted him, and I looked at his hand. He had tattooed words on his fingers, and he had the teardrop in his eye as a tattoo. And I asked him what happened to him, and he said, "Mom, you should have seen what they did to the rest of my body." I have found out they decapitated my son when they kidnapped him. My son was not supposed to be able to live through all of this. All they did was set up my son. And I think there's more to what I had heard and was told. People had traveled very far to find me, to tell me exactly what exactly happened to my son. He was all I had. He was my heart. He was my life. They had no right to violate him. The depraved act of man, the voyagism of this show, whatever they use, the technology they use to encroach on our rights. The depraved act of man is unbelievable. Unbelievable. They use voyagism, like now you watching me on YouTube. You watch, but there's no violent activity. But my son, voyagism is a person who interacts, they watch and text what they want done. Those are voyagism, watch violence. They're not the abuser, but they might as well be because they promote this type of violence. And then you have the sadism, the person who acts on it, the person who kidnapped my son, decapitated him, raped him. They fed my son rat poison. They injected him with drugs to make him have these hallucinations like he's crazy. My son was only 17 years old when they all started on him. Now he's gone. Now they're trying to tell me he committed suicide. Okay, I'm sure if he committed suicide, then I should have been the first one they contacted. I have no son now because they wanted his identity that bad. And on the process, why would they sit there and use somebody's social security number, target me and my son like this? They could have used a dead person's social security number if they really want to do their advocacy. It's a poor, excuse my French, poor ass excuse to use this national ID solicitation illegally. Imagine them doing this to you and your family, tearing your life apart for the benefits of others. They could have used a dead person's social security number. Why target us? There's conspiracies against our rights. Look at this girdle on my neck. You see that? It's huge. I can see it on my picture here. But anyway, I had to learn to step out of my circumstances. You can text the psychologist, you can text the psychiatrist. There's nothing they can do. They can change my mind how I feel. It's just like being raped. A rape victim never have a comfortability around the people who abused them. And you know why they did this? All this, I don't know what, it was a cult or whatever, but they did it because, from what I gathered, it was some type of cult because they wanted a black Jesus. They wanted him to suffer. Strange, isn't it?